Well, Scarlett is asking you how you are and how was work.
Oh, I'm doing good, Scarlett. And work was it was pretty easy. It went by pretty quick, honestly. No complaints on my end. How about you? Overall, I had a pretty good day. That's how I just attack life now. Even
It's
if it's
just
not true, I just say I've had a pretty good day. Go on about it.
yeah, I mean, like that's what people want you to answer normally. Not Scarlett, I'm not saying Scarlett, but just
Of
people
course,
in
yeah,
general.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to ask my and this is so toxic, but I used to ask my my boss back when I worked for the electric department. I would ask him I said, "How's everything going?" He said, "Pretty good. Can't complain. Nobody would care if I did anyways." And I used to think that was like the funniest thing, and then it was like, I see where he's coming from. And it's kind of toxic, but people really
It's
don't give a
real.
fuck.
It's true.
Yeah, it's
It's
real.
like,
People
and
don't
like
give a fuck.
I it's funny because I always had the feeling that I always answer things like very like straightforward. So I had to learn that people are not really asking me how I am. They're mostly just
Yeah,
greeting, it's just a greeting or
yeah,
something and they want to move on to whatever,
yeah,
their
yeah.
whatever their goal is that day.
Hope you're ready for battle, you better get on the saddle. We got some demons to tackle, yeah. We about to put on a show. These haters don't even know.
Top three favorite anime characters of all time.
Oh, the Rocket Twins from Pokemon. Yeah, you would have to use your mouth.
I don't know what's going on with Big Radiohead today. Cody asks, I watched last week's episode, but I couldn't stop focusing on that nasty red spot above Anthony's eye.
Damn.
When you come to the ring, which song do we got?
Take off the thong. Oh, a thong. A thong.
Oh my god. All right, you're not doing that to the ring. Are there any games out there that represent your life, like something you can relate to? It's the most depressing game, Elden Ring. I could probably relate. I could probably relate to Kaylin. Yeah, Kaylin in Elden Ring, that whole area. I relate to all of that.
Anthony has anxiety.
That whole thing is great. Thank you for that. Welcome everybody to another episode of Junk Mail Tuesday. I am your host Anthony Streams with your co-host Pink Radiohead. I botched the intro, but it's fine. They get the point.
Yes.
Yes.
It seems like we've been off of the game for a while already. So.
Yeah, we have. We've been off our rockers too. How did we do an episode last week? We did, didn't we?
We did, but
Okay,
I
nice.
honestly just saw that you posted it today. Like I hadn't even noticed that you posted it.
I forgot that I posted it. That's not good. It's
Nope.
not good. We gotta
Nope.
step our game up.
Nope.
We expect people to listen to a show we forgot about.
Yep.
Yep, we gotta step it up. How was your weekend? Hopefully, pretty good.
Honestly, there's no difference, and you know this already. Like, there's no difference between the weekend or the week for me lately. I, I just go through it, and I'm
Every
tired of
day
it.
just feels the same.
I want it to change already. Like, I'm bored, but yeah,
It's not even like every day feels like Friday. It's like every day feels like Monday for you.
yeah, basically.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. My weekend was pretty good. You know what I've been trying to do? I've been trying to get out of sitting in front of a game all day, which this is not an attack on gaming or anything like that. Do whatever you want to do. But I just think for me, only speaking for me, I was like, I think this is just making my anxiety and depression worse by sitting in front of a screen all day long and then looking at my phone and playing games and looking at my phone and playing games and looking at my phone and staring in front of a PC when I'm editing and then I'm in front of a stream all day.
Yeah.
I was like, let's tone it down, get out of a screen and do something else. So I've been like, uh, I used to have like a huge love for drawing and art, so I've been getting back into that and just like I'll just wake up in the morning and just started like practicing drawing again and it's all starting to come back to me and it's been a lot of fun. I've been getting out, walking outside, like just trying
That's
to do
good.
something and then come back. And then by the end of the night, usually I have a few hours. I'm like, all right, I could play Starfield or something, and it's helping a lot. Just getting outside and finding other things to do. So I
Yeah,
got to
that
quit
does
being in front
help.
of a camera all day.
That does help, yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. And just being in front of a screen. I honestly, like, on the weekend, I think I ended up streaming for like 45 minutes or something like that just to make sure that I did stream. But like I did sit on in front of like monitors most of the day, but I did take some time. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to do something else because I feel like there's a lot of things I want to do, but like I'm not keeping up with the schedule. I'm not keeping up with like I don't know. It feels like I fall off the wagon immediately, and it's just I think it's because I'm lacking structure right now, and I do tend to benefit from structure. But if I don't have any type of authority helping me or anything that's forcing me to do certain things, I won't do them, even
Hmm.
though I would like to do them. Like,
Right.
but I was like, okay, so I had this, I have my pencils, my color pencils, like laying around, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grab a piece of paper. I'm not gonna just like draw colors or whatever, and flowers,
Yeah, yeah,
eyes,
yeah.
whatever it is. I'm just gonna do that. And today I did get to talk to my grandmother on WhatsApp, and she was telling me how she's like, she's very old. She's 96, and she like she's poorly basically. She has like hip pain and all that stuff. So she was telling me like since I cannot do much because I have no strength, like I'm just doing a bunch of things. Like I'm knitting, I finished this scarf, and then I'm drawing, and I have these colors, and like I'm kind of excited for her to receive the colors that I got her, because every time I talk to her, she repeats the same thing, that she has these books that gives her the numbers of what colors she's supposed to use in each part of the drawing, and
Hmm.
that she only has 34 colors. And I'm like, no worries. And I showed her because let me show it to you because I have it right here. Ooh, I almost made a mess with my coffee. I bought this years ago because I love
Ooh.
Prismacolor, and it's kind of
Yeah.
like 150 colors. And I was gonna get her that, but I think I bought it like Black Friday or something like that, some
Uh-huh.
many years ago, and it was cheaper. And obviously, I'm not going to spend a lot of money, but I found something else on Amazon that was actually a lot of colors. It was way cheaper, and I tested one of them when I got them just to make sure like they were soft, and they seem to be pretty good. So we sent them over on a box with a bunch of other stuff for my family over there. So I'm
Oh, that's
hoping it
dope.
gets there soon too, so she can actually
Yeah.
enjoy and not complain again about the only having 34 colors to work
Yeah,
with.
yeah. No, but she's right. I drew an anime color and they did not have the colors I was looking for in the 12 colors that I had. Like it really like you need those colors, but I don't think people realize how expensive it is to buy fucking colors. Like it's crazy. Like colored pencils, like it was like 20 bucks at Walmart for like I want to say 20 of them or something like that or somewhere within there. Uh man, just buying colors gets expensive. It's just something you wouldn't even think about if you want like a good variety, because like you know how anime is, they have like a pretty diverse color palette. So
Hmm.
like the I bought regular color pencil thinking I was going to be okay, and I was like, none of this looks like what this character is wearing. So I had to go back to Walmart and cough up 20 damn dollars for
For more
colors.
colors.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
use
it was great.
like the markers that they have for that? Because I've seen like the markers for anime that they're pretty cool. I mean, I have a friend that's an artist, and I've seen her use a lot of those markers. I'll send them to you later. I
Oh,
think
that's
we need
cool.
to get
Yeah,
to the
yeah. I'm
questions
about
at
to
some
say, send
point.
that
Yeah,
to me. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's save lives. That's what we do here. We save lives. um, and we'll start with PCB, who's got the first question here. What do you think of the heroes being free now in Overwatch 2? I'm just going to say this and back out and give Pink space to talk on this because I don't play Overwatch. I just think it's good that there are free characters. The battle pass thing gets kind of weird sometimes. But I'm gonna back up as somebody who's never played Overwatch or Overwatch 2 and let Pink talk on this.
What was that question again?
What do you think of the heroes being free now in Overwatch 2?
Oh yeah, I think I spoke about this with a friend the other day. He was asking me like, "Oh, what do you think about it?" I'm like, "I think it's fine. It should have been like that, like the entire time when Overwatch came out, or Overwatch 2 came out, and they said like, oh, it's free, but then a bunch of heroes are locked into the battle pass. However, I do feel like, can we block that person? I'm gonna block them. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So, what's it called? I I still feel bad for the people that already spend money on the battle pass to get the heroes. For the people who actually spend the money on the battle pass for that, right? Like people wanted
Mhm.
some certain heroes that were locked on the battle pass. They don't end up spending that, so I don't know what they're gonna do about that. But I don't think they really care because at the end of the day, they got other things with the battle pass.
Right.
Um, I don't know. And that's it. I think it's fine. I just usually just worry about the people who already spend the money because this is something that happens a lot with the Sims as well. Like there used to be people that would buy the DLCs and then they would give that DLC for free later on, and then people would complain like, "Oh, but I pay for this. Like, are you gonna give my money back? Like now that you're giving it free." I mean, at the end of the day, it stands that it should have been like kind of they shouldn't have been behind a paywall anyway before. So I think it's pretty cool
Mhm.
that they're listening and fixing some stuff. So that's it.
And to your point, I can see what you mean by that too. I don't know what the percentage of people that are like this. I'm kind of weird, so I could be in a very small group. But I've bought in Battle Pass on Fortnite for certain characters. I didn't give a fuck about anything else that came in that Battle Pass. So if I can see me being upset as somebody who bought the Battle Pass for this one character
Mm.
and didn't really care about anything else, and then it's free. You're just kind of like, that fucking sucks. But I don't know how small, like how big of a group that would be. I would imagine most people buy the battle pass for more than just one character. I would
Yeah,
assume.
I would think so. I would hope so, really.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
if they complain, they're in their right to complain. I feel like. I feel like,
Mhm.
honestly, Blizzard does so many things that, then, people are always going to complain about something. And I understand that. And, I think
Yeah.
some things are worth complaining about. Some others are like, okay, it's like just a personal preference and that's it. But yeah, I think it's good that they're listening and they're actually making that change for sure.
Nice. Well, Blizzard, there you go. You kind of you kind of lost that, like, the sympathy vote from people if people do start complaining because they've already done so much annoying
Exactly.
shit to
Yeah.
begin with. So it's
Yeah.
just whatever happens, happens, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Let's save another life here. We're gonna go to Monte, who says, "Can you think of a time where you got to register? Oh, got to the register to pay for something and didn't? Oh, hold on, I fucked this question up. Monte, I'm sorry, I copied your question down terribly. Can you think of a time where you got to the register to pay for something uh and paid more than you thought you were going to? There we go. And paid more than you thought you were going to, or just didn't have the money to pay it. This happened to me last week because I left my wallet at home. Damn, I'll tell you, I feel that. Pink, have you ever got to like the register and like either ended up not being able to pay for what you put up there, or just like paid for it, but was like, damn,
Wait,
I
what?
did not
I don't
expect to pay.
understand this question. Like, I got there and I didn't have my wallet.
No, he was just saying he couldn't pay for his stuff because he didn't have his wallet. But he's asking, have you ever got to the register and it was either more money than you thought you were going to pay, so you just didn't pay it, like you didn't have the money to pay it, or you paid it and was just like, damn, I wasn't
Oh
expecting
yeah,
what I'm
when you
paying that
get
much.
like the anxiety and you're like, "Oh, I'm going to pay for it anyway." And you're like, "Why did I do that? I shouldn't have."
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I think I have, but I cannot remember. Like, it would not be something that went over my budget a lot. I don't think, because then I would have been like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten there, and I don't even remember where it was. I just remember it was one time that I was doing grocery shopping, and then I was like, oh, I got there, and I'm like, I left my wallet, and I looked at, and she like the lady looked at me like, okay, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
I'm just going to go.
I'm just gonna go and go get it, okay?
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
But she wasn't nice at all. She was like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah. Bounce. Bye.
I.
I had so Drake, some of y'all have met Drake. Drake comes in the chat sometimes. Me and Drake used to go to the mall, and this was the worst. I've told a little bit of this on stream. He's the worst person to go to the mall with because Drake would be like, fuck it, ball out. He would just go into the mall,
Ooh.
pick up shirts, and just start throwing them over his shoulder. And me trying to be the guy that can keep up with him. And it's like, yeah, let's do it. The whole time, it's
Mm-mm.
like, oh my God. And we would just get up to the register. My fucking heart would break. I'm talking about you go to the mall with him and spend 300 easily. And you're just like, oh my God, why?
No.
But there was a time, there was a time that I went to the dollar store and my card declined, and I was so embarrassed. I'd never had this happen to me. And it's a dumb thing to be embarrassed about. It happens. So if it's ever happened to anybody listening to this, don't feel bad about it. It happens. It's life. I was just like, damn. But I was so embarrassed I didn't know what to do. So I just lied. I was just like, yo, I said I got some cash in the car. I'll be right back. And they was like, yeah, go ahead.
I feel
I
like
got
this
in the
is
car
such an
and went
Anthony
home.
moment. Chanthony.
No, but to make it even more, to make it more of an Anthony moment, I never went back to that dollar store again. And it was the only dollar store in that town. I just never went to dollar store again. I was like, I can never go back in there
That is
because I
so
didn't have the money to pay for
silly.
that item.
That is so
It
silly.
is, but I was embarrassed. I didn't know how to handle it. I was like, yeah, I got money in the car. I'll be right back. And just never went to that dollar store again.
Yeah, money is such a taboo in this world. Like it's so silly because I worked with customers for many, many years, like, in stores and stuff like that. People get so freaked out when their card gets declined. Like they get so embarrassed and you're trying to like make them feel better, but at the same time you don't want to do too much because they're like literally like they feel more embarrassed if you try to be like nice to them or too nice. So like you're just trying to look away, but at the same time still be nice to them, but at the same time like not be too nice because then they feel bad. It's just like I don't know. It's uncomfortable. I get that, but it's just like we're all humans. It's just cards. Calm down. It's
Yeah.
fine.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know. I just always got weird about it. It's such a dumb thing to be
Oh
to
no,
be
I
weird
know. I
about.
would feel
But
too. Like for me, to me, I think it comes from a place of not feeling safe, right? Like I cannot provide for myself right now, so like I literally am panicking. And I think that's where it comes from. It's like not only being embarrassed in front of other people, but it's like you're showing like some sort of like weakness, or I don't know. I feel like it's definitely rooted on other things, not just like
Mhm.
being embarrassed. I think it's way more than that.
Yeah. Well, Panda said something in the chat that it's also me, which is if I if I have it up at the register, I'm paying for it. That is a rule, once again, probably a dumb rule that I learned from Drake. And it's dog, it don't matter if you're gonna be broke as shit after this. If you got it up to that register, pay for it. Probably toxic, probably shouldn't do that, but I still
That
live by that to this day. And it's
that
probably
is
not good. But I'm just like, once it's here, it's here. I'm not taking this back.
I will tell you something. Like when I worked with customers that had a lot of money, they don't give a fuck. They're like, this is too
Yeah.
expensive, they take it out.
Yeah.
And they can pay for that shit, but they just won't. And I think that's something like definitely like is like not the mentality. Like you gonna dude, money is time. Our lives is
Mhm.
time. We spend all of our life trying to make money so we can live our lives, especially in this country. And like, I think it's so ridiculous to just spend it on whatever just because, oh, I gotta be proud because I already grabbed it. So I'm just, no, dude, save it and take it
Yeah.
on a trip. Go somewhere else. Do
Yeah.
something else with
Yeah.
that is actually gonna bring you memories. Like a shirt
Hmm.
that is
Yeah.
overpriced, it might not bring you anything. Just a shirt that is gonna
Yeah.
be there and you probably won't wear because you probably didn't like it that much, to be honest.
Hmm. And I don't know if I know Pink can relate to the situation. I think actually I don't know shit. Let me not say I know, but I think Pink could probably relate to the situation of because I know you've told stories about growing up in Venezuela. I do not know y'all's financial situations, but I'm just mean like
Hi,
for like
Anthony.
me and my friends, some of us like came from nothing, which is still a dumb excuse, guys. I'm 32. I don't see the same way I did then. I was much younger. But when I first started like finally getting money, I was just like, when you were like the poor family, always looking at people with money and they had this and that. Like, I think all my friends kind of had that mentality because all of us are doing much better in life now. Like, all my friends are making pretty good money. So it's like, once you got that, it was hard for all of us to stop because we were like, we're going to make up for every day we didn't have shit everybody else had. We didn't have new clothes. We didn't have new shoes. So it was just like, and you don't have anybody with money around you to help you with how to manage your money. So it just became like, just buy everything. Fuck that. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of never having clothes. And just like, it was hard to flip that switch off of, okay, you grew up poor and you didn't have a lot of shit, but you also don't have to buy unnecessary shit to make up for that time. And so that took a little bit for me to snap out of that. But It's much better now. But
I'm trying not to
I
give
don't
you
know.
shit because you told something that's actually very personal, but like, why did you say? Oh, you grew up in Venezuela, so like, no, I didn't grow up
No, it
poor.
was not.
I didn't grow up poor. I
I
just want to say that, and like, and it's not because I'm embarrassed or something bad. It's just like not at all. Like I actually
right.
was the opposite. Like not the opposite. I wasn't rich, but my parents are middle class, and we were fine. And in Venezuela, there was a lot of money moving around, like being moved around.
Yeah.
It's like a misconception that like third world countries like there's no money or
No,
like
that's not what
everyone's
I don't
poor.
want to do that. No. That's not what I was saying. I, where I fucked up was taking what you were afraid of in your area
Yeah.
as what I was afraid of in mine, which was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hood.
No, I get
And
it. I get it.
that was, I do not think everybody in Venezuela is poor or that
I
there's
know.
no money out
I
there.
know. I just
took,
want because the way that you said it when you brought
but
you
that's why I
brought the
took it
topic,
back.
I know. I was like, I just want to clarify something
That's not what I
because
was.
I don't want to be
Yeah.
out here saying, "Oh, I came from nothing," because it's not true. Like my
Right.
parents, like I'm pretty much a daddy's kid. You know what I mean? My parents
Yeah.
gave me everything, and you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to go around saying like, "No, I grew up poor," because that's a lie. I did
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. No. I just want to make sure that's clear to everybody.
No,
I
no,
know
no.
people
I
think
know,
I think
Panda,
that,
but I don't want to be fake. You know what I mean, Panda? That's what I mean. But it's nothing against what he said because I know that he didn't fully took it there. He almost did, but then he was like, "Wait, Washington is not in Venezuelan spells. 1 second."
Yeah, because you're thinking about the way you grew up, like with the way I grew up. I assume everybody who's had like dealings with violence and crimes and things like that, as in hood
Yeah.
in low income areas, and that's not
No, no.
the truth
I think it's for
everywhere. So
everyone there. Everyone,
yeah,
everyone was under that same situation. Like everyone was actually not safe. Like
yeah,
it's a generalized situation in the country. It's not only something that comes from the hood. It's not something that only comes from like the areas that are poor. It's everywhere. And of course,
mhm,
like being middle class or having, I think I've mentioned before, like having like a foreign last name, foreign. Because you know Italian, I have an Italian last name and stuff like that. Usually, especially in my city, it would help them identify you as some sort of thing, like oh they have money, even though normally it wasn't us. We were middle. We were middle, and when I say middle, it's just middle. You know, that's it. Like
mhm,
nothing crazy. We were not rich. We were not millionaires. We were just okay. But because of our last name, then immediately they would put you in a situation where like you are gringo, you are white, and they would identify you or try to identify you as like somebody that they needed to kidnap and stuff like that. And or normally I don't talk about it, but my brother was like on a list to be kidnapped. I was on a list to be kidnapped, and that's why my dad was actually very like in a rush to get us out of the country as soon as we graduated high school. Even before that, he wanted to get us out, but you know, we were kids and we're like, oh, but you know, I want to graduate with my friends, and like, I don't talk to 98% of them. You know, it's like,
right,
uh, but yeah, I just to tell you, like, insecurity was in, as said, it was another form. It wasn't only like, you know, just muggings and guns being everywhere. It was actually organized crime, which, by the way, is coming to the U.S. now. And I don't really want to talk about it or put everything on the spot, but
right.
yeah, there were some Venezuelan gangs that apparently have come around and they're doing shit over
Yikes.
here. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me something else to be terrified about. No, I'm joking. All right.
Oh no, more reasons to leave Florida.
yes, get the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next question, I'll let you send this question to me from somebody in your community. I'll let you ask it and say
My community. It's my two friends.
That's all. Yeah, I feel that. It's a community. It's my personal life.
Uh-huh. What's the question?
Okay. Go ahead. You can ask it and say who it was from.
Oh, are you gonna answer? Oh, you gotta answer now. I it's anonymous. I'm gonna say it's anonymous.
Okay, anonymous? Okay.
What was the question? I sent it to you. I lost it.
Okay, I got it. Why do the horrors persist?
Yeah, what do the horrors persist?
I have no idea what this means. It went completely over my head.
You have
What
no
horrors?
idea what that means.
Like
Everyday horrors.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I thought in my head, but I thought it was like an inside joke from something that I had to like. I was like, I don't know if I
No,
know.
no, just
Okay,
generalized.
just
Like,
everyday horrors.
yeah. Wait,
Oh, okay.
when do they persist? Right? Is that the question, or why?
Why? Why did the horrors persist?
Is that it? Sorry, I have
That's it.
hiccups.
Okay. So for me to answer this, I'm gonna have to know what the word persist means. It means like happen. Like
No,
why do
persist is
horrors
like they
happen?
remain. They are still happening. Like, they endure. Endurement means.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Why do they persist? I don't I don't know why the horrors persist. I have probably because you know what it is? Probably because we all like a little bit of darkness. I like darkness. I like dark, right? So, if there's no horror, could there be darkness? Probably not. If there wasn't darkness, there wouldn't be Disney villains. So you
Hmm.
need some kind of horrors. There wouldn't be a Cruella Deville. Um, right? And you would also need rivals for Goku. Who does Goku fight if there's no Cell or Frieza? So you need a little bit of the horror and a little bit of the darkness to make things work.
Wait, I'm sweating a little bit.
I feel like I answered that pretty good.
Your chat. Your chat. Flint said, Ant's trying to say words until he finds an answer. Words.
I think you know what I think we got there. I think we got there. Pretty good. What do you think? What say you?
That's too fancy for you. I'm sorry. Why do the horrors persist? Because they do. They just do. Because you're alive.
They just do.
You're alive. That's it.
Yeah. We all like a little bit of darkness, though. We need a little bit of darkness to keep us going. You know, we gotta have the light.
I mean,
the light and the dark.
Of course,
Yeah, light
yin and
and the
yang,
dark.
all that
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. If everything was all goody two shoes, we'd fucking be miserable. Like,
That's
oh,
true.
God,
It
I
would
gotta
be
smile
boring,
every day.
like Barbie. Did anyone else
Yeah.
feel identified when Barbie was like, "Do you ever think about death?" I was like, I do
Yeah.
all the time.
Every fucking day. All right, let me not turn this into my therapy. All right, let's jump to Breed.
Yeah, you're not
Breed
paying me for that.
All right, one never exists. Everything owned by Disney or everything owned by Nintendo. So everything that Disney owns or everything Nintendo owns, one has to go away forever. I mean, it's an easy answer for me.
Disney.
But yeah, okay. We're all
But
on the same
no, but
page.
this is difficult too because like I literally quote Disney movies like every day of my life, but like the same ones over and over again in Spanish. So that's difficult. But do you think I would give up Zelda? No, never. So yeah, Disney.
Yeah, get them out of here. All right, thanks for that, Breed. Jake says, I was just randomly thinking about the days when places had a dollar menu. What are some things you miss that used to be cheap?
Guess what? If you go to Europe, you can still find things for $1. Actually, less than that. You can actually have breakfast with €1 in some places. Just wanted to say that. Italy, Spain, stuff like that, you can have actual breakfast.
Yeah.
Some things I miss, I don't know. Like everything is so expensive. I like a coffee shouldn't be $5, $7, whatever it is here. Like it should be like $1. Really.
Gas.
Well, gas always goes up and down, so I'm used to that. But I don't even care about that because I don't drive that much and I have a hybrid. So
Yeah. All right, there you go, Jake. Let's jump to. Damn, did I forget to add a name to this? I think this was. damn. I think this was Renzi. Yeah, this was Renzi. Okay. Renzi says, I have a first date with somebody I just met and I wanted some tips to make sure I don't blow this with her. I got the perfect tip for you, okay? All right, let me tell you something. This works. Well, it doesn't work every time, but I have a high success rate with this. When you first go on the first date, but you have to have confidence. You cannot, if you don't say this with confidence, you're going to fail and it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. You cannot be shaking. You have to be confident. So, when she's sitting across from you, like wait for her to ask a question, you know what I mean? The second she asks the question, say I love you. And it's either going to go really bad because it's going to get really awkward, or it's going to be really good because this is going to throw her off. She's going to be like, oh shit. And you just laid your nuts on the table and you were like, yeah, this is what it is. I fucking love you. Now, to be fair, I've only done that once and it was not on a date. We were drunk as shit at a party, but it worked.
First of all, don't ever do that.
Okay.
Because if you say I love you like that, you are a red flag. If they actually like it and answer and they're like, oh, great, that's a red flag too. So, no, never. Never.
5 gets me. Definitely say I love you on the first date. You got to throw it out there. Just let's let all this be known now. I
What the
fucking love
fuck
you.
is this someone you know already that you've loved for a while? It's completely different. But like, no,
Well,
no.
it could be spontaneous.
No,
It's
dude.
something on a date you've never seen before.
There was a dude that told me he loved me 1 week into dating me, and I should have known it was a fucking red flag. It was a red flag. No. Cancelled.
Okay, don't tell him you love him. But I will say,
Just be
for the vibe I was in,
yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole. Listen to her.
yeah, okay.
Have a conversation. Don't be fucking boring. Ask good questions.
That would make it not boring. That would be like the most exciting thing that could happen.
That would make it psycho, Anthony. Not boring. That's psycho. That's a red flag.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Wait, no, we're not done
Don't say
with
I
this.
love
I
you.
want to see
Oh,
what
are
the
you
chat
still
is
going?
saying.
You still going?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to see what the chat is saying. Wait, it's so far away. Wait, BD says I'm bad with women and I not to do that. There you go. BD knows, so how wouldn't you know? Ducky's rolling. I'm never gonna ask for dating advice from Ant. You know, Panda. You have always struck me as someone very wise, so you're proving me right. Pink, listen to her. And not listening to Pink. Here's what you do. I know, right? I know, but yeah, thankfully, I'm not going on a date with that, so it's all good. Okay. He's a major red flag, dude.
Let's
Fine.
move on. All right, the next one is from Flint, who says, I might as well ask this on here.
Oh,
Dear Junk Mail crew, my friend has been feeling sad lately. Oh, I hope they get to feeling better. And I'm thinking I'll get them a surprise gift. Normally I default to candy, but they don't like sugary things. Yeah, then candy definitely wouldn't be it. Don't give them an I love you, apparently.
no, you can say I love you to your friend because you love your friend. You're obviously love your friend
Right.
because you're worried about them. So
Well, okay, does everybody agree
Anthony
that
has
when
no
I said
common sense. He has no common sense.
no, but when I said it, all right, let's put it in context. The on the date was a joke, but when I said it when we were drunk and just hanging out, it was kind of a vibe. Obviously, when you wake up in the morning and everybody's went their separate ways, like it just kind of like, of course, none of us meant that. All right, I'll just ask the question. Flint, Flint said, let's get back to Flint's. my friend my friend has been feeling sad lately, and I'm thinking of getting them a surprise gift. Normally I default to candy, but they don't like sugary things, so I've narrowed it down to a blanket, teddy bear, flowers, or some fancy bread. But I'm mailing y'all for advice. What's a good gift? Help a homie. Help a homie.
Well, what does your friend like? Maybe you could actually take them do something fun together. If they want to, right? Like you can ask them obviously if they want to do something fun together. Um that would be cool, and you can give them a present and kind of like, just have like a good venting sesh with them where they get to do whatever they want to do. And I feel like, I've always been surprised when someone kind of like realizes that I'm not doing well and they just appear and they want to spend time with me. Sometimes you don't want to be with anyone, but if you ask them and they want to do something with you, like something that's low key that you can both enjoy, and like you can give them a present, whatever you want to do, just kind of like
Mhm.
cheer them up, because sometimes like when we're sad, like we actually tend to isolate a lot, but then having some quality time with a friend might be actually helpful.
What about okay, this is not being funny. I'm genuinely asking. How do y'all feel about like gifting money if somebody's sad? Because I feel like it can come off in a way that maybe you don't. I don't know. Can it?
It's so
Like I
it's
don't know. How
very
would y'all feel?
impersonal.
Like
I
money?
think it's very impersonal.
Okay. Um. Hmm.
Ooh, what about like a animal sanctuary? What about like adopting an animal? But like not adopting like an animal, but like when you can like donate to kind of like an animal sanctuary and have it like as your pet, but you don't really have them. Like you can adopt tigers, but you're just like basically paying for their medicine and stuff like that. That would make me happy if someone was like, I saw that there's only 3,000 tigers left and I donated to this tiger organization, you know, and then
I
they
mean,
give you the
I
gift
think
certificate, buying them a star,
yeah, yeah. I
and be
think
like,
like
look,
okay. So if they're sad, I think something. What about something that keeps their mind off of what they're sad about? Like, I know we've had the conversation. Of course, I just mean like if they're trying to get away from it for a second. But like, I gifted a friend one time that was going through something, a game through Steam. I don't know if they have that. That's an option. But I mean, like, I gifted them a game through Steam, and they
yeah,
just got in the game and played a game they were really wanting. Or like if they like art or drawing, there's something like Pink likes crocheting. Like if they're into like crocheting, you could get them like some stuff to crochet or something like that. I think giving them something to kind of keep their mind busy for a little bit, if they're trying to get their mind off of things for a little bit, something to keep them busy would be nice.
yeah.
That's my
So
advice.
definitely something to like for them to enjoy and to know that someone's thinking of them is definitely gonna help.
Yeah.
I think if it's
Yeah.
just like a self care kit, like maybe how self care looks different for everyone. So maybe they like
Mhm.
face masks and tea, so you get them face masks and tea, and you send them over, and with a little note, reminding them that they're great and whatever, and obviously something savory to eat with it, so
Mhm.
they can chill,
Gotcha.
especially if they have no time. So
I'd adopt a tiger is crazy.
listen,
All right.
Pink, I'm paying $10 a month for a tiger. I want to play with that tiger. No, because that they are wild and they need to be in the wild. And if you can play with the tiger, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
That means that the tiger is not in the wild.
A little off subject here. I was watching a TikTok video that might be my favorite TikTok video right now, but the video is titled "Shark Attacks the Sky" or whatever, and I was like, "Oh man, this is crazy." The dude has one of them spears, and he just like shoves it at the shark, and the shark turned around and tore his ass up. I mean, he didn't die. It wasn't like a super graphic video, but I was like, the dude who posted this really has the nerves to make this sound like the shark just like, why did you go down there with a spear and just try to spear that thing and then
That's not
expect that
funny.
not to happen?
Why are you attacking
No,
a
it's
shark
funny.
for no reason?
No, I'm laughing. I'm saying it's funny because of what happened to him. Like the fact he thought he was going to go in there with a spear and then try to get sympathy because he was attacked by the shark is fucking
I'm
crazy.
like,
Like,
go
what did you think was
shark!
going to
Eat
happen?
him! Eat
Yeah,
him, shark!
yeah. It's fucking like,
Hey, what the
what kind
heck?
of dumb shit was that? Sharks kill less than one person a year. Dolphins kill more than sharks. That guy's an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what was just crazy. I'm
I
looking like
think
maybe I'm not reading this right, but
no
he was really trying to
anyone.
make it.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, he was really trying to make it like sympathy, like it was a shark attack. Like no, it was self defense.
No, fuck you. You're just
What are
there
you
for the views. You
doing?
think you're doing something for the views that is funny? No, you're a fucking idiot. Dolphins are evil.
Yeah.
Dolphins are not evil. Like, there's not. Let's not make animals evil out here because they are not evil. They are highly intelligent. That is true, but they're not evil. Animals are not evil.
All right, let's go to Mailman. We got two more. Mailman says, "What's stuck between a rock and a hard place?"
I'm sorry, except monkeys. Monkeys can be evil.
Well, there you go. What's stuck between a rock and a hard place? I don't even know how to answer this. I was gonna make a dirty joke, but I'm like, I'm 32. Let's just be mature here. And I guess my mature answer is I have no idea.
I have no idea what you're asking, Mel. What is that?
What's between a rock and a hard place? That's the question.
I have no idea. What are you? I don't know. Google it.
I don't know either. What do you? I didn't write the question. It's Mailman.
Mailman, what the
I
heck,
don't know.
Mailman? I don't get it. What are you asking?
I'm between. My life is between a rock and a hard place. That's what's there. All right. He has another question we can jump to: Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks? I'm assuming for coffee because Starbucks doesn't sell donuts.
None of them, but probably Dunkin' Donuts.
I'll go Starbucks. Shout out to Starbucks.
Nah. Boycotting Starbucks right now.
Starbucks what?
Go ahead. Continue.
Ducky. Final question is from Ducky. Favorite Disney movie and character and villain?
We just canceled Disney altogether in the other question.
We did just get rid of Disney earlier, yeah.
Favorite Disney movie?
I gotta look at Disney movies. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to see a list.
Let me see. There were many when I was a kid. One of my favorites was Pocahontas because I used to love, especially like her connection with nature and the animals and how she was like all like the colors in the wind and love each other and plants and rocks and yeah, I love that about Pocahontas. And then Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite too. I've seen it many times, and that's actually one of the movies that I constantly quote on my day-to-day life. Obviously, I know it's a book too, but like, I watch them in Spanish. I've seen them a million times. I think from the newer ones, Encanto might be one of them as well. Made me cry like crazy. Felt very identified with Maribel. Maribel. Let's see. And that's.
I don't know any of these shits.
Oh, The Beauty and the Beast used to be one of my favorites. However, I always thought it was weird that she liked something that wasn't human. I always thought that relationship was weird.
Yeah.
So I was glad that he turned into a human because I always was like kind of like weirded out by the fact that he wasn't really human when she fell in love with him. I'm like, well, I wouldn't fall in love with my dog or my cat. So I was like really confused by that, but I did love the movie. I love Belle, and I love that she loved books.
Like horse meat.
Yeah.
Huh?
Horse meat?
Yeah, I said he basically had like horse meat and she was like human, so it was pretty fucking weird. I haven't seen most of these. Like I'm looking at a list. Like I've never seen the Jungle Book.
What? Horse meat? Can you explain this shit to me? Like what? He did not.
I don't want to eat.
I'm glad Waffle gets
It's inappropriate. I'm saying it was inappropriate. He was a beast. He was an animal. She was a human. It was weird.
But I used to love that movie and the songs. And favorite villain. It's fucking weird, right? Favorite villain. I think Ursula is pretty cool. Jafar, it's annoying as fuck. I hate Jafar. Never mind, I don't like Jafar. Scar, no.
I like Maleficent. Who is she? Who is she a villain for?
Maleficent is for Aurora, which is from Sleeping Beauty.
Never seen it, but I fuck with her. She's pretty cool.
You've never seen it?
Sleeping Beauty? No.
Oh, I do like
But
that.
I like her darkness. Like she's got like that dark
I
energy
do like
to her, like
Maleficent.
that.
I like
Yeah,
Maleficent.
yeah. 101 Dalmatians. I like that movie.
Do you think
It's probably
Belle
the
would
only one I've
use a
seen.
bad dragon after Beast transformed back for the monster size memory? Wait, what? Do you think Belle would use a bad dragon after Beast transformed back for the monster size for that monster size memory? Okay, Flynn. I don't know.
Cut that. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is. See where we went with this? All because of you bringing up the Sleeping Beauty or the Beauty and the Beast. Whatever the fuck it's
Well,
called.
it was one of my favorite movies, and I just wanted to express my
Yeah.
even kiddish mind saying that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even when I was a kid, I
got
was like
you.
kind of like uncomfortable by it.
I think is 101 Dalmatians a Disney movie?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say that for my favorite Disney movie. I have not seen most of this shit. I'm gonna say, oh, Hocus Pocus is Disney? No, okay, I take it back. I like Hocus Pocus. Yeah, I fuck with Hocus Pocus. No, The Nightmare Before Christmas is Disney also?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I'll go The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm gonna do The Nightmare Before Christmas is my favorite. It's my favorite Disney movie, and then my favorite villain is Maleficent. Bing bam boom. Baby.
I already gave you many answers, but you know,
Yeah.
in general, I did like a lot of those movies. Oh, The Sword in the Stone. The Sword in the Stone was one of my favorite too. Like as a kid, I used to
never seen
watch
it.
and rewatch those movies. To be honest, so
I'm looking at this like I'm looking at like Pinocchio. Never watched it. Lion King. I've seen the Lion King. I've seen the Lion King. That was cool. I don't really remember it that well though. I wasn't a Disney guy.
I was definitely a Disney person, but like, you know,
But I've already told y'all, I grew up like watching BT and listening to rap videos and wrestling. Like Disney and shit wasn't really
no.
top on our things as kids.
I honestly, I
All
was
right.
in, I was in my world. I was always in my own world. So Disney or not Disney, I would have been in my own world anyway.
I wasn't a Disney guy either, but I've seen the movie. There's a chance that I've like seen them and don't remember them. Like maybe when I was like really little, my mom put them on or something, and I just don't like remember them like that. But like Pinocchio, I don't think I've seen it, but maybe I have.
Oh, I
just don't
did watch
remember shit about it.
Pinocchio a lot.
Yeah, the only Pinocchio I know is Liza P.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm gonna get us out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we did a successful episode.
Oh, that was it.
Hope
Good.
y'all-
It's over. Finally. Ugh.
High five. Oh, I thought
Sorry.
you were giving me a high five.
Oh, sorry. It's just like after the horse meat comment, it's like,
Oh yeah. I gotta go wash my hands first.
yeah. Also, like, can we talk about Anthony telling people
just
I
say-
love you on the first date? Because I still haven't gotten over it. I know where.
I never told anybody. That was an exaggeration. I said it once drunk at a party, and it was a vibe. It worked for me. That's y'all can't close a deal with that. It worked for me. We was sitting there chilling. It was just like we was just laid up. You know, just imagine. Y'all know how I do my hoodie with the hat under. I was like that. We had the bottle. You know what I mean? I was pouring shots. Like we had drinks and shit. I was just like, damn. I'm gonna tell
looking
y'all
for-
exactly how I said it.
Is this red? Is this red
Something
enough?
to throw up in. Something. wait. Hold on. Y'all also gotta remember. I was like 18. Okay. But it worked. I was just chilling. I was like, damn. And she was like, what? And started laughing. I said, I think I love you. Okay, we can go. That shit worked. Hey, that shit worked. It sealed the deal at the end of the
You
night.
say
That's
it's
y'all
18.
if y'all can't get it done.
18 and drunk.
Yeah.
It
That
worked.
was on y'all. If y'all couldn't get it drunk, if y'all can't get it done, that's on y'all. It worked for me. I don't know what to tell y'all. That's y'all.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. I'm out of here. Bye. Bye.
think that's your job. Pinkus, get us out of here.
Yeah. I hope everyone had a good episode.
Tell somebody that you love them.
But you mean it though. Not because you're drunk and a kid. And not on the first
horny.
date, please.
Okay, let's go. Please. Can we go? My jokes are gonna get worse.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Okay.
All right, I'm over
I'm ready
this.
to
Bye,
get off
everyone. Bye, stream.
Here.